was going to ask you, like, what have been some of the hardest parts of being a content creator or being a YouTuber and living in the public eye? I mean, you kind of already mentioned it, like people's opinions and them, pinning you to this one idea that you had years ago. And you're like, wait, no, I've grown. And I know so many YouTubers feel like that. They're like, wait, no, like I said that 5 years ago. Like, I don't agree with that anymore. But people being like, well, you said it. But what are like some of the hard parts that you've kind of experienced through this journey?
Yeah, definitely just your mistakes being forever solidified on the internet. Like as a 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 year old, I've made so many mistakes in life, just in general, but then I also documented them and then posted them to the internet for people to watch. But it's also a cool thing because you learn a lot quicker on the internet because there's thousands of people kind of helping you figure out
Hmm.
why something was wrong, or maybe being able to be like, okay, I need to take a step back and actually reflect on who I am. Because I think without that, you would just have to rely on your friends to be honest with you. And sometimes you're not always blessed to have friends who would do that for you. So it's been difficult, but also very rewarding in a way, I guess.
I would agree with that. I would say that's such a good outlook, honestly, because I feel like oftentimes when we get these hate comments, we can just immediately dismiss them and we're like, no, they're just being mean and critical and then just dissing me. When sometimes I'm like, there's actually like some truth in that it's like a hard pill for me to swallow and I don't want to admit it. But instead of like your friends calling it, because honestly, sometimes my friends like, they're not the ones that maybe you relate to this, but they're not the ones like consuming my content and watching my vlogs. And they don't see me every day like my viewers do. And so sometimes
Yeah.
they have like a different perspective where they're like, hey, I'm seeing this like unhealthy consistency in you and I want to bring it to the light. And at first you're like so offended and you want to just be like, that's not true and blah, blah, blah. But then when you really take a step back to be like teachable and humble, you're like, huh, is that actually true? And it's really hard to do, but I really think it takes like a lot of humility to get to that spot.